Hello, gang, and welcome to Marketing, B2B Marketing and CRM. This is an accelerated 7-week class, so we have to get through 15 learning plans just like we would in a regular semester-long 3-credit course. So it's going to be busy and very accelerated, as the name explains. I use a lot of lynda.com videos for this series, and I need you to know how to access that if you don't already. One thing is that it's associated with your LTC account and your email and your one basic login. So all you really need to do is be logged in to the LTC system or to your email, for example. Let me just do that. And then signing into lynda.com will be even easier. So here I am logged in, and I'm going to go to a new tab and type in lynda.com. Lynda is with a Y, L-Y-N-D-A. And from here, this is the starting page, and at the top right you see sign in or sign up. Simply click on the sign in because you're going to use your school credentials, and again, if you've already signed into email, this should be quite quick. So notice the next page that comes already knows that I'm part of LTC, so it says I'll be directed back here once I log in through the LTC portal. So say continue to that, and there we are. I'm now on a lynda.com page that's part of my LTC package, if you will. So up at the top, I've already been here, so it says, "Hi, Brenda." If you're new, it's probably going to prompt you to fill out some forms and talk about your name and your interests and things like that. So once you're in here, if you take a look at the, whoops, I didn't mean to go to the pro. Didn't mean to do that. Let's just go to plain old lynda.com. And the main screen will show the library drop down up here are all the different courses that are available. This is an amazing, amazing resource. B2C marketing, B2B marketing, you can tell how many courses are available on this, but everything from animation and accounting to home and small office, game design, IT, music. These videos are absolutely amazing. So from here, I'm going to have links that I send you of actual courses. The one that you're going to be working with first is this B2B Marketing Foundations with Dina Shapiro. And I want you to notice the whole entire class is only 1 hour, basically, and it's a beginner level. So when you look at the first learning plan, which is actually learning plan 1 and 2, it's 2 weeks of course competencies. Don't get horribly overwhelmed. Yes, this is something we would cover in 2 weeks, but I want you to notice that the whole entire course, the video series, is only 1 hour long. So I'm going to have you work through that slowly over the next week, and you're actually going to cover 2 learning plans and knock out that entire Dina Shapiro video series. I'm going to turn on Blackboard, your shell, right now and show you what's coming at you. As I mentioned in the announcement that went out a few days ago, this is an accelerated class, and I'm going to turn on Learning Plan 1 right now. It is Saturday at 1 o'clock. You can start at any time, but we need to accomplish this over the next week. So, Learning Plan 1, I'm going to go ahead and turn on right now. This is the only one you will see. It's actually Learning Plans 1 and 2. If this were taught in a face-to-face, it would be 2 weeks. So, again, please do not be overwhelmed by what this looks like. I get it, but it's something that you can handle and that we have to do. So, do these in order. This is important. Number 1 is before you do anything, like right now, as soon as you're done watching this, I want you to go to a discussion board on business-to-business marketing. And I want you to do this before you read anything, before we talk about anything, before you learn anything in this class. I'm sure you've discussed this in other classes, so I want this to be our starting point. So that's a before you do anything. Then I made some PowerPoints of key topics. They're actually PDFs. They look like this. So each slide has some area to the right where you could take some notes. These are kind of the highlights of the Lynda series that I found to be important and helpful. So you might want to print that out and take notes while you're watching the video. So here's a link to the actual video series. I want you to watch the welcome. The exercise files are all included in this Blackboard shell, so you don't need to worry about downloading them. That's taken care of. And you're going to be working through this section 1, and you're going to be answering these things in order. So you're going to take all of these into consideration step by step before you move on to the next one. Then you're going to get to watch part 2, which is these 4 videos, or 3, and you're going to do this topic. Then you're going to move on into Learning Plan 2, which would be a whole other week. And you're going to watch, if you want, again, print out the PowerPoint of the key topics so you have something to take notes on. Should be helpful. And then watch section 3, do this worksheet. Here's a PowerPoint of section 4, watch section 4, and do these worksheets. So I mapped out what's due and when. So actually this is open ahead of time, and I know it's spring break and you're probably not going to work on it yet, but it is open. So by midnight on Wednesday, halfway through, you need to for sure do that initial discussion board post on what business to business marketing is, and it's spelled out better in the actual discussion post. And also this topic where you're going to create a company. I need to approve this company because it's what you're going to base all of your work on going forward. I need to approve it before you move forward. So on Wednesday night at midnight, for sure, I'm going to check these and say yes or no, you're on the right track, or this is not the right track. So then you have until Sunday midnight to actually do the 5 items. So hopefully this helps. Down at the bottom here, I have our 2 discussion boards. These are both Wednesday due dates. And then your actual drop boxes to upload things are all due midnight on Sunday at the latest. So again, I hope this isn't too overwhelming. Lynda.com is a great resource. This is one we're going to be viewing in full. This positioning we're going to work on in our next week of work. Just a few elements, not the whole class series, and then we're also going to be doing some social media marketing as we move ahead. So really good resources in here. If you have any issues getting onto lynda.com, please let me know right away. I've had most of you in classes either between web technologies or integrated web, so I think I know all of you. And I'm on campus teaching all day Monday, all day Tuesday, all day Thursday. I may or may not pop in on Wednesdays, and I don't have classes on Fridays, so I may or may not pop in. But if Wednesday or Friday is a day that you can meet and you want to meet with me face-to-face, I'd be happy to do that. Also on Blackboard, I do have the syllabus, and my office hours are listed here along with my desk phone number. So Tuesdays over the noon hour, the first half hour, and Thursdays over the noon hour, you can drop in without appointment. And if you want to set up an appointment, I have other flexibility during the week. And in about 2 or 3 weeks, my Monday morning class will be finishing, so I'll have Monday morning availability as well. So within the syllabus, a few things I just wanted to discuss is my penalty for assignments and deadlines. And late assignments are only accepted at my discretion. In other words, they're not accepted unless I find a valid reason for that. The reason for this is that the marketing industry is intensely deadline oriented. So a goal of this course is to prepare you for those deadlines of industry. So any homework or projects not completed by the given deadline should be submitted as is. So if you've just started, you've got one thing filled out on the worksheet, turn that in rather than not turning in anything, because that's the only way you're going to get points for sure of any kind. Unfinished assignments may be completed after the deadline and could be considered towards your grade only if something is submitted by the due date. And this is at my discretion completely. So if you didn't turn in anything on the due date at all, you aren't going to be able to follow up with that. So if I say it's okay and you follow up with a finished product 1 to 3 days late, your maximum value is 90%. If I tell you it's okay because you did give me something on the deadline and I give you permission to finish it up and get it to me, and you turn it in that 4 to 7 days late, you're down to 80%. Again, if I give you permission and I get it to you, get me the final product in 2 weeks of being late, it's down to half points. And then anything beyond that is a 0. Also, that's really critical because this is only a 7-week class. Attendance and missed classes, this is an online class, so this is a bit tough. But attendance is critical to your success. So in light of this, students will receive a failing grade for this class after 2 unexcused absences. So attendance, participation, how do we consider that in an online class? So are you logging into Blackboard? Have you logged in at all? Have you gone into the discussion boards? Have you turned in homework? That's going to tell me if you're participating and active. If you have to miss for some reason, it's obviously your responsibility to discuss that with me in advance if you know about it, and make up anything. So obviously it's an online class, everything is on Blackboard. So it's everything that you need to do will always be right there for you. And then we just have the basic business and technology syllabi statement, the things that we've gone over in every class with you. And all of these are links to more information if you should need them. And that is about it. Please, your student email. By now, term 4, you should all know this inside out. You must check that all the time. That's the only way that I'm going to communicate with you. So be aware of your email, be on Blackboard, be proactive, be asking questions, talk to your classmates, and let me know how it's going. So I am going to sign off and I will see you around campus. So have a good remaining weekend and talk to you soon. Bye-bye.